On the battlefield, Joe's fate is like a sock tossed in the air as British tanks approach like trucks. Soldiers scatter, playing cat and mouse, never to reunite. Joey knows Gosha's name has marked Earth forever. No one will ever know that this horse once carried a fiery soul in such a spectacular moment. He stopped being a soldier's sidekick and returned to his primal state, frantically running while his body screamed for freedom and peace. Joey doesn't understand the madness of the battlefield. He only knows that his best friend has left him forever, like missing out on a party. He got tangled in barbed wire, like fate was yanking him around, struggling like a trapped monkey, yet still couldn't escape humanity's cage. After exhausting all his strength, he closed his eyes, right at the battlefield, gazing at the trapped horse as if seeing his own broken spirit. In that instant, everyone held their breath as a British soldier attempted to call him. The other British soldiers joined in the horse's neigh, while nearby Germans weren't to be outdone. Though war was brutal, respect for life made them pause, like playing a game of freeze tag. Just then, a British soldier raised a white flag and stepped forward to rescue the horse, only to be seen by the Germans as a trap. The Germans decisively fired a warning shot while soldiers rushed to explain, caring little for their commander's orders, as the soldier quietly approached the horse like a brave little bird. At that moment, humanity met courage, and as he stepped, silence was so deep a pin drop could be heard. As he got closer, he realized he didn't have anything to help him lift the wire and had to halt and think. Just then, a German soldier approached with a pair of pliers, and they began chatting as if saying, "We're just here to cause a ruckus." Two enemy soldiers, inexplicably chatting over a horse, turned the battlefield into an absurd comedy show. When a soldier shouted, "I need more pliers," tools rained down like a hardware gift bag. Though war is merciless and destroys cities and souls, in this moment, humanity shines through. They began an impromptu quarrel over which country the horse belonged to, ultimately deciding to settle it with a coin. The coin showed heads, luck went to the Brits, and the two soldiers shook hands firmly, in tacit agreement. When the British soldier returned to his place, everyone felt proud for this new life, while Albert, having inhaled gas, looked lost. Upon hearing news of the war horse, he was hit with a wave of realization it could be the Joey he had been so worried about. However, Joey, hurt by the barbed wire, had contracted tetanus, and for the sake of the horse, Albert was already suffering. The doctor suggested euthanizing him, which left the soldiers more heartbroken as the officer aimed his gun at Joey. A moment of crisis. Suddenly, a familiar whistle sounded, jolting Joe's heart as if his soul was awakened. Just as the officer was about to pull the trigger, another whistle echoed, and everyone strained to pinpoint its source. Joe's heart raced. He knew that the whistle was from his true master, Albert, and people had unknowingly created a path for him. Albert stepped forward, trembling slightly, and for a moment, Joey couldn't believe his long-lost master was still alive. With the third whistle, Joey dashed towards Albert, as if returning to that moment when he was trained by him. No matter where he was, whenever the whistle blew, he would rush towards Albert without hesitation, while others thought it was just coincidence. He felt that in this world, where even Albert couldn't see, the connection between hearts was still subtle and profound. Look at his legs. He's got 4 white socks, all brown everywhere else, and a white mark on his forehead. After so long running, Joey was covered in mud, making it nearly impossible to determine his original color. This only reinforced the soldiers' belief, but then the soldiers nearby started cleaning the horse off. After washing, the white marks began to reveal themselves, shaking the soldiers' confidence. The undeniable truth moved everyone, and Albert's years of dedication suddenly seemed to resonate. Yisheng promised Albert to try their best to heal him, and months later, the battlefield fire ceased. Time cell. The officials announced that all horses had to be processed right away, as if Joey were a toy sitting in a shipping yard. Albert clung to hope while the general coldly turned him down. No matter how hard he tried, it seemed fate wouldn't change the separation from Joey. He pushed the door open to see Joey one last time, but soldiers surrounded him, blocking his path entirely. Everyone was touched by the story of him and Joey, pitching in money to help Albert win the auction. They jointly raised 29 guineas, all expecting the board to bring his partner home. Unfortunately, at this auction, they faced a tough opponent, a ruthless butcher from West Central. That man vowed to scoop up all premium horses, sending the auction into a state of uncertainty. Against the tense backdrop, Joe's auction price soared to the sky, with its original price surging abruptly, shocking all. Outside the crowd, a white-haired elderly man made his way through the standing throng. His voice was loud, as if delivering a public lecture to everyone present, leaving them all stunned. The attendees were puzzled, wondering why he was so fixated on that horse.